Yo, what's up? And while I say that, I just noticed that I'm not plugged in,
I
wired
was
in.
about
I'm
to
like,
say we
oh
can't
shit.
see you.
That's what it's all fucked up. Hold on, bro. But this is TrotWAM OG. If you can hear me, this is the NBA trade deadline special. I'm with my guy Simba, real Simba 4 on Twitter. And holla at on my guy. I'm about to hop right out here real quick, bro. Fix the shit real quick. Yeah, and I think you muted, bro.
Damn, bro, whole time
Yeah,
I'm
the whole
talking.
time, the whole
I'm, o-
time, the whole time.
I'm over here looking at my other screen, not even noticing I'm muted. Hell of a start to the show,
Right. Hey, it's
huh?
all good. That's how it be sometimes. That's how it be sometimes. It's all good. I got we know we doing all type of other shit, so it's only right. But yeah, man, like I was saying, it's the NBA trade deadline special. Who-Bangin Sports Talk. My name is TrotWAM on Twitter. Walter Trotter the Sun. I got real Simba 4 on Twitter as well. We are here to cap the games for today. Today is February 10th. Thursday. There is NBA games that's kicking off in about 22, 25, 27 minutes there. So it's the Memphis Grizzlies at the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons might be getting Kay Cunningham back. I didn't see if that's official yet. If you know anything, definitely cut me off, bro.
Last
Um,
I seen he was doubtful.
okay, so yeah, I didn't have any information on him as of yet. So if he's a doubtful, yeah, so he's ruled out. Yeah, I got him ruled out an hour ago. There it is. So he's ruled out. No K Cunningham. What's up with you, Nasty Nate? My guy, appreciate you as well. No K Cunningham here in this game, but you do know you have Jeremy Grant. Other than that, Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes, all those other guys pretty much low key. You know what I'm saying? You don't got really that much else as far as offensive wise. So my own point was I was gonna think about taking them if they did have. I was thinking about taking an over in this game if they did have Cade in the lineup because I believe it's going to give them a boost, especially with Jeremy Grant back in the lineup in the photo thing. So without that, I'm not jumping on this game. This is pretty much that as far as that. But I do have action on this team. Memphis, I do have action with Jared Jackson Jr. I did take the double double at plus 400, and I did take a stab at the over 6.5 rebounds. Both of these two teams, the team that I'm trying to isolate here is the Detroit Pistons. They're giving up 48.2 rebounds over the last 5 games to opponents, which is ranked 25th. It's only 30 teams here. You know what I'm saying? So it's bottom five in that category. So I really like to target that, and I did like the 6.5 rebounds that you're getting from Jaren Jackson. So that's the way I did bet this game. Other than that, any other things you have to add here, Eddie, on this game, particularly as far as the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah. So for me in this game, I don't know what's wrong with my computer. So for me in this game, I targeted a couple. I'm actually going to play the Memphis Grizzlies -11.
Okay.
Now I am playing a -11. I think just don't think too hard on this game, right? Memphis Grizzlies are clearly head and shoulders better than the Detroit Pistons. If they're motivated to win this game, they should blow this team out. 30 burger
Right.
on the way. Easy. So I am going to play Memphis Grizzlies -11, but I also have another play in this game, and it's on the first half team total for the Memphis Grizzlies. So now the Memphis Grizzlies, I think they have the third best offensive rating in the entire NBA right now. And if you look at their last 3 games, they start out really, really fast. I'm talking
Mm.
about they're averaging like 60 points a quarter, 60 points a half in their last 3 games. Go back to the 5, and it's it dips a little bit, but we're well over that 58.5 for the first half team total for the Memphis Grizzlies. I also have John Morant. Now I got a lot of plays in this game, and I'm saying it's going to be a blowout as far
Right.
as this prop goes. But I like John Morant +8 assists. Now over 6.5 was a little too juiced for me to take. It was -138, which I think is a lock. I think he's going to get 7 assists with his eyes closed. So I went ahead
Woo.
and yeah, I think he gets 8 assists, 7
You said
assists with
nah.
his
You
eyes
said that
closed.
L word. The L word hurt me. It was like you said the L word. I'm like, ooh. No
so
fuck
I'm
with you.
so I'm gonna go up to 8 for him, man, and I think it's at plus 124. So we'll play John Morant 8 plus assists plus 124. Hopefully he gives us 30 minutes. If he gives us 25, we might be on the sweaty end of it, but I still think we're going to cash that ticket.
Right. Okay. I fuck with that one too. So we kind of got enough time to talk about the rest of these games. We could jump right into what people probably are clicking this game for. What this video for is the NBA trade deadline reactions. What do I think of this shit? Just pretty much give us our whole consumption now that it is over. We are filming this after the trade deadline, so all the trades are coming in that's finalized. They're already been negotiated, talked about. We already know where they are. So started off here, it was the Clippers and the Portland Trailblazers. Back on the fourth here, it was the trade with Eric Bledsoe, Norman Powell, Keon Johnson, Robert Covington, and also was a future second round pick that was sent to the Clippers. Um, I'm sorry, sent to the Trailblazers. I'm sorry for the Norman Powell trade. It's interesting as hell to see how little this package was for Norman Powell for me. When I first seen this shit, I'm like, wait a second, like how are the Clippers able to get Norman Powell? And then I immediately thought, like, wait a second. Norman Powell was traded for Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. fucking holding it down for the damn Raptors right now. Like, fuck, wow, like this is a wild ass sequence of events. Now that benefits of that trade is now at the Clippers. I just really just blew my mind. This started it off for the trade deadline, and it really just blew my mind. Like, this is the type of shit we about to be getting. Really, this was one of the bigger ones, so it wasn't like one of those crazy things started to correspond after that. Everything else kind of, didn't really catch us off guard. I will say the Washington trade did catch me off guard as well, but this one was kind of interesting. Do you have any thoughts here on this one, Simba, as far as the Clipper trade to get Norman Powell trading off Eric Bledsoe and Keon Johnson? You know what I'm saying? A draft pick, bro, second rounder.
Eric Bledsoe, man, that guy. Oh my goodness, he about to be on 32 teams. Huh?
Sheesh.
Oh man, that dude is something else, man. Hey, high hopes for the guy when he first came in. He kind of flashed a little bit, and you just
Right.
never know what you're going to get out of that kid. But as for me, I think the Clippers clearly won this trade. Like you said, you talked about it, man. They got Norman Powell, a guy that's averaging 18 points, shooting 40% from three, can actually play defense, two-way player on the wing. And if you look at the Clippers, even before they made this trade, they've been one of the better defensive teams in the league. So they just go ahead and
Right.
add to that. They're missing Paul George and Kawhi Leonard for the rest of the year, so it's not. I don't think it's anything that the Clippers are looking at like, hey, we're going to go ahead and make a run for this. Maybe they get into the play-in, maybe they get into one of those lower seeds of the playoffs and see what they can do. But I think they
Right.
clearly won the trade. How Powell fits into the future moving forward, we'll see. But yeah, they clearly are the LA Wings. They're no longer the Clippers. They're the LA Wings.
The Lord of the Wings I seen
I
on Twitter. The Lord of the
swear.
Wings. Like, wow.
Man, so hey, that one fits better right there. Lord
Right.
of the Wings, right there.
Right.
I like that. So yeah, so we see what they're doing. They want two-way players that can guard the perimeter and kind of switch everywhere throughout. But they still have a big man in Zubac who can't do anything. So but I don't know. As far as this trade goes, I think the Clippers won the trade. Blazers are really just making trades, in my opinion. I said this last night on Michael Mean show, our guy El San Miguel. I think they're trolling
The
Dame
Lakers,
Lillard,
man.
bro. I think they're
Oh
literally
yeah.
telling him, "Say you want to trade. Say it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like we're gonna keep doing this, saying it's for you, but really, it's you know what I mean. Like, come on,
Right.
bro. So I don't know. The Blazers are lost. They almost are resembling a Kings franchise right now, and that's saying a lot. You know what I mean? So
We could talk about that next here, but let's talk about this, because that trade obviously, the Kings trade was one of the ones that had me pissed off. You know, bad moves in my household because of that shit. And it really didn't have nothing to do with nobody else. It was just some wild shit. But I'll go into this next game, next trade, which the guy actually already played for the other team. The Indiana Pacers, Karis LeVert, and a second round pick for next year from Miami as well. Went to Cleveland for an injured, pretty much out the season. Ricky Rubio, pretty much for money situations, purposes only, and um, and it was a first round pick that was sent back that direction there. So it's a lot of moving parts in this trade here, but a lot of it mostly is picks. Um, I just really thought that this was a good move for Cleveland, but it does. I am very kind of concerned about this. I mean, I haven't really watched the film, too much film on that game, last game, what he played, but um, when I go back and watch it, I'm gonna just really think about like how is he going to be able to fit this team, help this team, and keep everything going as it was. Like Rubio, Rondo, those guys are easy to move into the lineup without throwing shit off. Karis LeVert, it's already shown that he's kind of one of those players that he could fuck some shit up. So I want to see how that shit is gonna really hold it down. But it definitely seems like it was a win for the Cavs in this spot. They really already have guys. They don't really need the draft picks. They have younger guys that's already been developed. Isaac Okoro, first person I think of. Other guys like Dean Wade and other. Not I said Dean Wade. I'm just fucking talking shit, but you know,
They
Darius
got the Evan
Garland, of course.
Mobleys, the Jared Allens. You know what I'm saying?
Mobley, come
They
on,
got some
yeah, you know
guys.
what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm
They
saying?
got guys over there, so they got a foundation. They don't really need the pick. So I understand getting rid of the picks. Try to get a guy, splash guy like Karis LeVert, and he seems like he's already going to be coming off the bench. So it seems like that may not be that much of a problem. JB Burgerstaff doesn't deserve a lot of credit. Anything you have to say on this, and why you're saying that, I'm going to hop in and hop out, and then hopefully that fixes my connection here. But
Yeah, no
go
problem.
ahead, bro. Knock that shit out. Anything you got to say about this?
Yeah. So for me, as far as this trade goes, I think that Karis LeVert. I did watch the game because I had a couple of plays on some props in that game, and he played decent. You know what I mean? He came in and kind of did his job like he was supposed to. I think he had 11 points in the game. Only played 20 plus minutes. Like you said, he was coming off of the bench, but he was just you could tell he was just trying to work his way in. As far as his rating for the game, he actually was a +8 for the game. So it wasn't that he didn't take anything away from the team, and he didn't really stop him from doing much. But
Right,
I liked what he did. I think it's a good trade for them because he's a guy that can drop 26 at the drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Give him 30 minutes and he'll drop 26 easy. I think it allows Garland to go ahead and still do what he's doing and be that playmaking point guard that's going to be able to facilitate and get everybody involved. Kind of reminds me of like DeJounte Murray as far as Garland goes. And then Karis LeVert can just be that slasher, that scoring guard. That's all he's got to do is take the ball and shoot. So I kind of like the move for Cleveland. He's Sexton. You know what I mean? That's basically what
Right.
they were trying to do. They were trying to fill that. They were trying to fill that need. As far as everything else goes with this team, I hope that LeVert. I'd like to see him continue to come off the bench because he would be a spark. He'd be like a Jordan Clarkson. You know what I mean? Coming off the bench. But we'll see what goes on moving forward. As far as the last game that he played with them, I thought he did all right. I liked what he did. He didn't force too much. He didn't shoot at a high clip, but I thought he did all right.
So my guy Sam Comer, this is my bro. You know what I'm saying? Always on the Pub show. Appreciate you, man, for hopping in.
Oh
And I did
man,
mention that I did see images of Rob Palinka at Disneyland today. And people were saying this is him today. I'm like, nah, I don't think that's him today. But my guy said that was him today, man. I don't know, Sam. I think that could have been a little cap, bro. I hope it was, man. Because if it was, I told y'all, bro, the fucking Lakers, they don't give a fuck. They're going to say some bullshit like having Kendrick Nunn come mid-season is similar
yeah.
to a acquisition. They say stupid shit like this every fucking year, bro. We hear the same bullshit all the time. They're going to say some shit like that, watch. You'll see on Backstage Lakers. They'll sneak that shit in somehow. They'll sneak it in there, but it's some bullshit. And we don't got to talk about the Lakers because really they didn't do nothing. They don't play today. We don't need to talk about them. There's no reason to talk about the Lakers today. Um, I'll just go into this game, this trade here as well. Seems like the guy's about to be playing for him soon. It's Josh Hart for the Portland Trailblazers. He got traded for the CJ McCollum trade. CJ McCollum does play today. And we can actually segue into that actual game. That makes so much sense here. After this, talk about the discussion of the trade. So I think it is a W for the Pelicans. They're trying to do whatever they can to keep Zion. Obviously, if they figure out a way to relieve this offensive load for him, it's going to make it even more appealing for him to come back and just beat people up in the rebounds and department and shit like that. So he definitely has the physical tools to do that if he gets back healthy. We'll say, but we haven't seen him yet. I'm still not gonna count Zion out though, bro. Like, what I'm saying, it just don't make sense to, especially if the team is getting better around him. So I'm only gonna think that he has success once he gets back. And CJ McCollum, I think he's going to make a big impact today. I think eventually, it's going to be shown. But today, he can't make an impact. Do I want to bet on it? No, I'm going to watch this game. The full game, first half, I don't think he's going to start off that fucking like rocket. I don't think he's starting off that hot. I do like the Miami Heat in the first half. I did take that -2.5. That is an official play for me. I am taking that, and reason being because I just believe that all these guys are ready coming in there. Some guys are not going to be able to guard other guys on the Miami Heat, like Bam. Maybe even Jimmy Butler be able to get off on Ingram. Ingram is a great defender in times when he wants to, but sometimes he could just be out of it. And we know that these guys are going to be focused. And it's mid of December. I mean, February. It's the middle of February. Really don't got to care about this game. Fucking trade deadline's over. A lot of guys are not really caring too much about it. Some guys are out of this lineup, like Nickeil Alexander. He's not going to be playing. He's going shipped out to Portland as well. So, but they are going to most likely have CJ McCollum back. So I think this is a good game for the full game for the Pelicans. But as far as the first half, I'm definitely right on there on the Heat. So that's the way I'm rocking in that game. Anything you want to say about the game considered, and also the the trade or whatever, bro?
Yeah. So real quick, hey, is not taking a back seat to Herb Jones?
Yeah, I mean, Herb Jones is just like a lockdown defender, damn near, bro. Like, I mean, I
Or
wouldn't say he's a lockdown defender, but he's so long. He could give you that lockdown moment. Like, as far as him in a playoff game, if you throw him on somebody, he could get the stop. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're not getting that from Alexander Walker, bro. You're not getting that from him, and a lot of that has to do with just based off of body type. And Herb, he's reliable. He's not tripping. He's not he's not bitching or complaining, and that's probably what it really is. Like, you young coach, like like Green, like the young coach Green is, probably don't got time for that shit. So let's get rid of this motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's probably what it really was.
so you're absolutely right. I was going to touch on that next. I was going to talk about how Herb Jones is really, really. I was just looking at some of the minutes for Nickeil Alexander Walker over the last before he got traded, and his minutes have decreased like crazy. They went down a whole bunch. But and Herb Jones went up a bunch. But he's 6'8". He plays power forward. He plays small forward. Could probably switch everywhere on the court. I think he adds another dimension to the Pelicans team. And if you look over the last 2 weeks, the Pelicans are top 10 in defensive rating. So I think that says a lot about what he adds to this team. As far as adding CJ McCollum to the team, we're gonna have to see how he integrates real quick. Because look, they had a guy. Well, I'm not going to say Josh Hart or anybody of those guys there because they're not pure scorers that can drop 30 at any given time. CJ McCollum can do that. He can give you 25, shoot 40% from the 3-point line. I think Ingram can really be a facilitator or be like I wouldn't even call him a stretch forward because he doesn't play the forward, but you know what I mean? He can just kind of be that point guard and play a point forward, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, and play that position because, I mean, if you watch him, he that's kind of what he does, man. 6 assists is easy for him to do. As far as a play in this game, I'm right there with you for the first half. Miami Heat -2.5. I also like them first quarter, man. I think the Miami Heat are one of the best first quarter teams. They get started quick. They're going to be able to play defense. They can match up with this team really well. And like you said, Herb Jones is a great defender, but outside of that, they don't have anybody that can really match up with anybody. Valanciunas, yes, he's great on the boards, but he's not a good defensive player, let's be honest. Bam should kill him today. Bam should really, really kill him today. See, our guy Sam in the chat already said took Heat -1.5 first quarter. I'm already there with you, man. I did that, and I took the Miami Heat -2.5. I think it's up to 3 points at some books here for the first half as well. But yeah, like I said, Valanciunas isn't offering anything in the paint. Brandon Ingram. Come on, man. Slender Man's not really playing defense. He can when he wants to with his length. You know what I'm saying? He's got a 7-foot length, wingspan, but he can when he wants to. But he's not covering Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is going to go ahead and bully him, man. And they had Kyle Lowry back, man, the real true distributor for the team. Yeah, give me the Heat first half. Give him to me early. I think they cover the full game. See what I'm
Right.
saying?
I agree with that. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. It's just that I don't know yet. You know, they got him starting too. They got CJ McCollum coming out starting. I don't know yet, man. Maybe he fits really well. He's a veteran ball handler. You know what
Is
I
he
mean? Like
starting?
starting today, and that's the reason why I'm saying early on you could bank on the Heat more. So, like they said, first quarter. I took the first half. I feel like you could bank on it a little bit more, but at the same time, wire to wire is what I'm envisioning here. Even with CJ McCollum playing really well for this team, because they be able to beat out the matchup on all these guys, even with him in the lineup going into this next freaking trade, man, that broke my heart. It was Tyrese Halliburton getting shipped out of Sacramento Kings, Buddy Hill, Tristan Thompson, I'm sorry, to the Pacers for Domantas Sabonis and Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb, and it was very interesting. And Justin Holiday as well with his COVID shit. He can't fucking probably he's not going to be able to play in California because he's not vaccinated. So that's going to be interesting there. But yeah, man, this Jeremy Lamb already played. Demontis Sabonis, he seemed like he's a very impactful player. Allowed them guys to beat the Timberwolves yesterday. Very seemed like it was a very good move for them. But this is obviously a big win for the Pacers. They've been acting like it on social media as well. The Pacers shit is all I see on my timeline is how happy and excited they are about having Tyrese Halliburton, and he will be most likely playing tomorrow against the Cavaliers. Very interesting game there. I'm already dialed the fuck in on because now I probably can bait the Pacers now because they got my boy Tyrese over there. Yeah, man, but this game is going to be interesting. That game is going to be interesting, but this trade is very hurtful because Sacramento Kings are just stupid as fuck. I mean, they got rid of both of their two of the guys that's shooting the most threes, and another guy that's shooting 41% for three for his career and 41% from this year, Tyrese Halliburton. It doesn't look right. I mean, it's an awkward shot. Don't get me wrong, but the shit goes in, man. I'm telling y'all, and he definitely was a double double machine at one point this season, killing it on that aspect. Very happy for him as a career. I know he was really heartbroken because he did say some crazy shit on the quotes, like how he wanted to help the Sacramento Kings. And that was your problem, young bud. Because you should never say you like Sacramento. You should they figure out that you was liking them. They pulled you out of there, bro. That shit was the wildest shit. So I definitely hope the best for Tyrese Halliburton. Obviously, he's one of my favorite players in the league. I got to see him against the Lakers this year, one of the best games I was able to see today. I will say that shit hurt my heart, but Sabonis does seem like he's going to be able to figure it out a little bit consistent for the offense for this Sacramento Kings. So maybe it's a win for them. But that's the only thing I will say that is a win for the Kings. Other than that, I feel like the fucking Indiana Pacers slam dunk, got their guy, didn't have to do it in the draft, and now they have someone that could go with Chris Duarte. Hopefully, Chris Duarte becomes either a great world player or he could be the second guy to the Tyrese Halliburton show. So I think that is a good fit for the future for them. I think they won, bro. What about you in this game? Do you think? I mean, it's trade. Do you think anybody won, or do you? How do you feel about Tyrese and Tobias Sabonis' new spots? I would say.
I think the Kings are playing 4D chess or 5D chess, or maybe they're playing chess with the life pieces. I don't know what kind of game they're playing, bro. I don't know. I don't know what they're tuned into, but the Kings, man, they gave up a steal of the draft from Tyrese Halliburton. See what I'm saying? You give up a guy that's averaging, I don't even know what his averages are, but just off the top of my head, a guy that can give you 6, 7 assists every single night, can
Easy
facilitate
average.
easy,
Yeah.
facilitate, get your team involved, who can hit buckets, who can play defense. You know what I mean? Like he's long. Like you said, his shot is ugly, but he gets it in the bucket. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And you get rid of him for Sabonis. Like look, Sabonis is Sabonis, bro, but he's the white man's Julius Randle, bro. Like, I don't understand this, man. Like, that's all he really is, man. He's gonna give you some points, he's gonna give you some rebounds, but he's not gonna offer you much outside of that. He's not gonna play any defense. He's not gonna really do much for you outside of that. Like, just get him off the court, man. Our guy, what's it called on Twitter, said that, man. It just made so much sense, bro. What's dude's name? And he's always with the funny shit at. uh, play to win Reek from
Oh
Twitter.
yeah, shout out to Reed.
Yeah, shout out Reek. He said Sabonis is the white man's it's the white Julius Randle, man, and it just
That
makes no
shit
much
wild.
sense. Just
Hey, you
makes
know
so much
what
sense,
though?
man. He's
They
a
don't. He don't play no fucking defense either, bro.
none,
Like you a
none.
big dude,
So
dog. Like what you down there for if you ain't gonna guard the rim?
so
Should
I don't
bitch ass out
understand
of here.
this. I don't understand this trade, man. Honestly, I thought that they would get rid of Fox, which would make more sense. Fox just I don't think he gels right with Halliburton, but they
Right,
obviously valued Fox more. And I thought Halliburton and Mitchell were a good backcourt. You see what I'm saying? Because they actually play defense. Fox
right.
ain't playing no defense. So I mean, I don't know what the Suns, I don't know what the Kings are doing. I mean, Sabonis had a good stat line: 22 points, 14 boards in his first game, 5 offensive rebounds, plus minus was +4. I mean, this is just reading off the things. But Lean, I didn't watch the game. I don't want to watch the game. The
Yeah, yeah. I
Kings,
feel you.
send them somewhere else, man. Relegate them to the D League, G League, B League, whatever it's called. Put them there. That let them go there, man. I don't understand this.
Shout out to my guy Twade Latte up in here. I appreciate you, Nasty Nate. You already know Robert, Sam. We appreciate y'all, James. What's happening with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Again, this is the NBA trade deadline recap. We pretty much just recapping that. And we just got finished talking about the Sabonis Tyrese Halliburton, where I was really hurt. I'm really hurt on that shit. But we can keep going here. We can talk about I mean, it was minor trades here. You know, the Jazz got rid of fucking Joe Ingles. You know, got Nikhil Alexander in that deal. We can talk about the damn Kings getting Dante, White Dante. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta talk about that. We don't gotta talk about that. But we do have to talk about. We do have to talk about not Celtics getting Bobo. We ain't talking about that shit. We talk about the James Harden trade, Ben Simmons. We talked about this. Me and you, we talked about Sosa. I think it was in the playoffs, bro, and it may have been like right after the Sixers got out. You know, got out with the Hawks. We may have
Right.
brought it up, and it was a. I remember it was a heated conversation because we talked about getting rid of fucking Ben Simmons, and my guy Sosa was like, hell nah, we ain't getting rid of Ben Simmons. He the fucking future. You know, he too young. He just signed 4 years. Like hell no, we can't get rid of him. That's right. We couldn't get rid of him. But then all the crazy shit transpired off season. The things right after we did the show, they were saying crazy shit about Ben Simmons after the game and all that type of crazy shit. So, you know, it was a bit of a situation that you can't really avoid, I would say. You just can't avoid the shit. So now come fast forward to today. You have James Harden want to be out of Brooklyn. He gets his way to his boy, his buddy, Daryl Morey. And then there were actually reports. We'll talk about this shit like last week or last month. There were reports that Daryl Morey is like, he ain't worried about James Harden because he know his homie, little baby. Remember that shit? Remember those reports? Because those was the reports that made everybody like, wait a minute, Lord. Yo, wait a second, y'all. This shit might be real. Like, this shit might be real. He know little baby. Y'all know. Y'all know the joke, inside joke on all that. But as far as James Harden going to the 76ers, my boy Ski said it's like Kobe and Shaq. I ain't gonna say that much, but it is a definitely 1-2 punch here. And it's added on type of a team that's already in contention for the top seed of the East in the 76ers. But I would say Brooklyn won this trade because they got Ben Simmons to actually come out of the closet and play. And then they got off of James Harden, which all we needed James Harden to do was Ben Simmons shit if we could get somebody else to help shooting. And they got a shooter in Steph Curry. So I like the Steph Curry because it's gonna give them a lot of a dynamic, especially with the games that you don't have Kyrie. People aren't talking about that. He's going to be able to distribute the ball and be a a perimeter penetrator, whatever that from that point. And Ben Simmons defensively is going to be allowing guys like KD to have a little bit more of a night off on defense there. So I do like that look here for the Brooklyn Nets. I think Brooklyn Nets definitely got a lot better, a lot younger as well in this trade. They won to me. I mean, they even got fucking Andre Drummond to help them rebound. So that was a problem too. All this year is just they rebounding was a problem. Now they got even got Andre Drummond to help him with that shit. So interesting as hell to talk about this on that aspect, but I am interested to see how James Harden takes this next couple months. Hopefully, you know what I mean, more than a couple months with his new team, and figure out how he wants to be looked at. Because obviously this is the second team in a row. I mean, that he does this shit, finds his way out of it. Pouting, bitch and shit, and get his way out of here. So you got to see what happens there. So I'll kick it to you though, Eddie. I've been talking enough about this damn trade because I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Both of these teams may not be that good, but how do you feel about this one though, bro? How are you wrapping your head around this shit?
Um, I think we get a win a little bit from both sides. Honestly, look, the Sixers didn't have to give up much to get him. They did give up. They did give up Ben Simmons, but he hadn't played all year, so it's not really a loss. They gave up Seth Curry. They gave up whatever his name is, backup center. We'll just call him
Drummond.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, Drummond, backup center, right? And a couple of first round picks. So I think they got him on the cheap, especially what some of the asking prices were at the beginning for him.
Right.
You know what I mean? When they were asking for Thibault, they got to keep him elite defender. See what I'm saying? So they make up the scoring and keep the defense. See what I'm saying? They make up the scoring potential in James Harden, and they keep the defense in Matisse Thibault. I actually thought they were going to trade what's his name too this go around.
Maxey, right? But they don't have
Maxey.
to get rid of him.
Did they get rid of Tobias Harris?
No, they didn't have. No,
that's why I thought they were going to get rid of.
Tobias. Yeah,
I thought
nobody
they were
want
gonna
that
get rid of-
contract. That shit is nasty.
Yeah, that's an ugly contract.
Only Westbrook could get up like a swap with that.
Hey, but look, on its face, I think it's a win-win. See what I'm saying? On its face, I think it's a win-win. Now, James Harden, look, I don't want to say, are we going to get the same fat James Harden that's unmotivated, that's not really ready to play or anything like that? What are we going to get? I think that's the question, right?
Right.
What James Harden are we going to get? Now, when James Harden is on the court, he's a facilitator. He really is. You know what I'm saying? So the pick and roll with him and Embiid is going to be nasty. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It is going to be nasty, bro. So, like, imagine what they tried to do with Maxey and Seth Curry a lot. If you ever watch a Sixers game, that's all it is. It's pick and roll action, right? Boom, boom. Give the ball back. Give it back. Boom, boom. Give the ball
Thinking
back.
about Capella. Now he has an upgraded Capella in Embiid. That's crazy.
It. That's it. He's got a guy that can really, really score. There's a threat from both. You know what I'm saying? Pick and pop is a threat from both. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be a huge dynamic. I think he's going to go there and he's going to want to have to prove something because, look, James Harden is already in his head if those reports are true. I want to say something, but I don't want the public to see me as this, right? So I think he's going to come here and try to show out, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come here and try to show out.
I agree.
We'll see. I think it's a win-win on both sides. Ben Simmons gets to go play basketball finally. You know what I mean? He's going to go over to the Nets and play basketball. Whenever Kevin Durant gets healthy, it's going to help him there. Kyrie Irving's not a guy that needs the ball he needs the ball to operate, but he's not a guy he's ball dominant, and Ben Simmons really isn't. Ben Simmons can play the James Harden role, which what it was already. Irving played off ball. James Harden was the ball dominant guard and facilitated the offense. Ben Simmons is going to do the same thing there. As soon as KD comes back, it's going to be a different dynamic. So we're just going to have to see how everything mixes. As of right now, I think the Sixers got a good, on paper, in theory, they got a win.
Right. I agree. I think they definitely got a W there, and that was probably like the biggest trade you could say that. But we kind of knew it could be possibly coming. That was one of the interesting trades there. As far as any of these games, though, about Brooklyn game today, they play the Wizards. The Wizards did trade off. They did trade off Spencer Dinwiddie. They do have Kristaps Porzingis coming in return, but they don't have him today. They don't have these guys today. They got Neto as the point guard, I believe, today. Seen somebody on the chat today saying the triple double prop for Kuzma, his assist probably going up there. I don't have any action on this game. This is games I'm going to be watching. Of course, I do expect the Nets to play a little bit better. Obviously, they have Kyrie Irving being able to play. This game is kicking off shortly within the next 30 minutes. You have any action on this game, bro? You have any opinions on that trade that was involving the Dallas Mavericks and the Washington Wizards?
I think the Wizards are in Kings mode, Sacramento mode. I think that's what we got to call it now when a team is effectively trying to tank. You know what I'm saying? It used to be the process, trust the process, right, with the Sixers, but no. I think it's effectively you just got to right now. You got to call it whatever the Kings are doing. The Wizards have realized, our season's over. Bradley Beal's hurt for the season. Let's just get rid of all these assets. Assets that we do have, and let's try to bring in some picks and things that we can move to work for the future. As far as this game goes today, I don't have a play on anything. There was a couple of plays that I originally liked. I like Kyrie Irving's assists over 6.5. I think that's easy money. Last time he was in when Harden was out, he dropped 12 assists. Now, the only reason I'm staying away from this game is because I don't know what direction this game is going to go. It's probably going to be one of the closest games on the board. You know what I mean? As far as being competitive, just because, bro, I don't know. What do you guys call it on the
It's a backwood, bro. This shit is a
backwood, bro.
This is a backwood, champ. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel
just
like
don't
this is
know
a
about
backwood.
this game, man. Like I said, I have a couple of leans, a couple of Kuzma props that I liked. Kyrie Irving's assist, but in reality, you bet on this game, bro, you got a problem.
All right, we could go rapid fire through the rest of this card here because it's really just really probably one big marquee game after that. It's obviously the second TNT game, the Bucks against the Suns. Bucks really didn't do too much. They got rid of Dante DiVincenzo, but a lot of that has to do with they got other guys that they need to be running and playing, so that makes sense there. As far as the trades and everything, I would say the other thing that did stand out, Romeo Lanford and a first round pick for Derek Wright. Does seem like Boston is going to make me more of a happier camper. I did take Boston to win the Atlantic at +1,000, bro. They in striking distance, man. They're not that far away. They're about 2.5 games out of that. They got
What
action.
was
We
it?
got action. It's plus
Plus
a
a
thousand.
thousand?
+1,000. Boston Celtics +1,000 to win the Atlantic Division.
Not even the East?
No, just the Atlantic Division, bro. Come on, man. This is but you got to think about who's in their division. It's like the Sixers, Brooklyn. All those guys are getting really good preseason odds. So, it made sense there. But back at the
Boston.
time, I was thinking, that they were going to be playing really good defense, which they're doing right now. So they've been
Yes.
locking down defense. That's what I thought they were going to do originally, but that was
I think
bullshitting.
they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. Not even
Right now, yeah.
not even stat wise. Just like look at them play, bro. Like,
Right. No, I agree. I mean, we know what Robert Williams is down low. He's just as enforceful as Jared Allen, is if more than Jared Allen. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
but neither here nor there. They got Derek White now, so now they got a guy that's going to be able to score. He was having issues around the rim earlier this year, though. I do remember with San Antonio, Derek White, but he's that guy. He's going to be a way better player than what Josh Richardson was doing, and it's just one of those things there. I think that Dallas is definitely making that push again. I think they're going to be making me a little bit more happy. Now, getting Daniel Theis back, it's kind of like, what are we doing here? Like, y'all just trying to appease your fan base or some shit? Like, what are we doing here? But neither here nor there. We'll leave it alone. But yeah, I don't have any action on as far as the rest of this card. The games that I do have action on, I do have action on the first half over in the San Antonio. I'm sorry, the Suns, the Phoenix Suns against the Bucks. Both of these teams know each other. We talked about them in the playoffs when they're going against the finals. Me, you, and my guy Sosa back then, Eddie. And we know these guys have been making those type of adjustments. They know each other. They have this game plan already set. Obviously, the spread is showing that the Suns are the favorite to get some revenge here because obviously the Bucks won 4 straight last time they met. But I believe the Bucks are pretty much a better team. They're the better offensive team over the last 5 games. Number one in that regard. Number one in effective field goal percentage. Been scoring 30 plus over the last few games. Don't think it's slowing down today. So I think the first half for both of these two teams have went over 4 of the last 5 games. I'm going to continue to ride that trend. I'm taking the over 113.5 points. in that game. That is the official play for me in that game. Other than that, I think I have one more play. Obviously, we got both plays cracked off here in this Memphis game. And look, I'll kick it to you though, bro. Oh yeah, I took the talk about the first half. Oh yeah, then I also got Pascal Siakam over 24 and a half points without
Mhm.
Van Fleet. I think he's going to be able to get to that there. And he was hitting at a high rate at the 22 and a half. Obviously, without Fred Van Fleet, about 19 points that you're taking off of the board. So it should be passed around, definitely, but I think more so towards Pascal in this game. He had 40 plus points in this game. He could. So I did take that. That's pretty much it for me. Anything else for you, bro? You got any other trades? Anything else you want to talk about? We good, you know, talk about anything at this point, or you have any action that you're giving out to the people?
Um, Action that I got, man. I love that Pascal Siakam play. I have it in a little lottery ticket that I put together. I've been doing these little lottery tickets the last couple days, man. Just prop builder, same game parlay,
Right.
not same game parlay, but what I'm saying, these little prop parlays that I've been putting together, man. Trying to hit one for the one time.
Hey, ain't
And
nothing wrong with it.
hey, hey, look, I usually don't do the parlays, but I do a little $20. You know what I'm saying, to win like 2 G's. I'm doing some crazy stuff, man. But
Nah,
now
I
I
got
do
homies
have
that
I
be on
have
that shit too.
hey, I have Siakam over his points, but I do have Siakam on his assists. If you look at the 4 times that he's played without Fred Van Vliet, he is the dominant ball. He is the point forward. He's the guy
Mm-hmm.
that gets it going. Even if you watch him when he's with Van Vliet, he controls the ball a lot of the time coming down the court. So I have him 8+ assists plus 122. I also have Bam Adebayo over 17 and a half points, man. I think he's going to go ahead and kill Valanciunas today. I think he should be able to hit that number easily as long as we don't see a blowout. As long as the game stays competitive within the first, half.
Right.
Obviously, we're up at the end of the half, but as long as it stays competitive, I think he'll be able to go ahead and eat in the middle of the paint. One other play that I got for the end of this for one of the games here is the Mavericks. Over their last 3 games, they've been holding teams under 96 points. And if you go
Yeah.
back to the 2 games that they played the Clippers earlier this year, both of those games kind of went under. And only one time did the Clippers hit their number, and because it went to overtime. So over the last 2 weeks, the Mavericks are one of the best teams defensively in the league. So I'm taking under 104.5 points for the Clippers team total for the game. I think that we're going to see a low scoring game. I think it'll even come under the entire total. Now I know we see Powell out there. I know we see a couple of more offensive bodies that can score, but I think we also talked about it earlier. We see two-way players that play defense. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think we're going to see a defensive game in that game. Something that's a little bit slow. Both these teams play at a slow pace. But yeah, as far as the Suns goes and the Bucks, give me the Suns, man. Give me the Suns -3, bro. Hey, our guy Jay's on it, man. I already kind of liked it. I like the revenge factor. I think Ski talked about some crazy stat like the teams are 15-4 or something like that when it's playoff revenge.
All
All
right.
that got crazy trend,
All
man. But
right. All
I don't
right,
know, man. I don't
I was
know. I
fucking
don't know.
with you.
I
I was fucking with
I, I think I think I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit on these
you. I ain't
Suns,
mad
man.
at you.
I liked it earlier. The number went up a little bit before I bet it, so I'm waiting to see if it drops down to a 3 again. I haven't looked recently, but it was up to 3.5 at one point, and I didn't like that 3.5. If you give me the 3, that's one bucket. Give me 3, I
Right.
like it. But I'm gonna wait until closer to game time. We have that luxury over here on the West Coast. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
only right.
It's 7 o'clock, so yeah. As far as a prop, I think Booker gets off.
Yeah, I like that look. I think Booker does go off. I think Giannis goes off too. He's been
Yes.
killing it. And again, man, these motherfuckers been shooting, I mean, scoring 130 plus over the last few games. Just killing, man. Bless you, my guy.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, I definitely want to appreciate, give you a shout out, bro. Appreciate you for hopping on with me. We do this, when we can, and it's in the midst of like our regular lives and shit. So I appreciate you for taking the time out hopping on here with me. It's 4:20 over here on the West Coast. So y'all make sure y'all do what y'all got to do to make sure your shit is comfortable. We appreciate y'all for hopping in on here with us. My guy Simba, you got anything you want to add? Anything you want to promote, bro? Anything else at all, bro? Before we get up out of here.
As always, man. So you know who I am on Twitter. Make sure you give me a follow. I'll be back dropping free plays on my Twitter here soon. I'm still just trying to get back, in the groove of things. Man, I had
Right.
COVID, but that's neither here nor there. Obviously, always check out at NBA Jam Zone. We have two new cappers in there. A lot of you guys might know him at El San Miguel on Twitter. Michael Means Jr. Wednesdays and Fridays for Mike Check. Also, we have at Mr. Fade the Public, Real Khalil. He's also jumping in the jam zone, dropping NBA plays, college basketball plays. We got soccer plays, um, NHL hockey plays, you name it, tennis plays. We got it. So go ahead and check us out at the NBA Jam Zone. We might have a name change here coming soon, so stay tuned for that as well. I also want to give it up to my guy, Mr. TrotWAM on Twitter. That guy, man, that's my brother, man. And I want to give it up to him for letting me come on the show and talk my ish. Also, check him out. I want to say daily, right, with the pub sports.
Oh yeah, we do that shit Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Y'all know where to find me at on there, I'm pretty sure. We doing this a little bit more frequent as well. So y'all know where to find me here on Who-Bangin Sports Talk at TrotWAM. Walter Trotter to some. My guy at Real Simba 4 definitely gave y'all the information where to find him. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And also, fuck you, Rob Palinka, if your ass is at the fucking Disneyland. Fuck you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's some bullshit. That's some this motherfucking respectful ass
Man.
shit that my guy Dish will say. But yeah, y'all know where to find us, man. This Who Bangin Sports Talk. We out. Peace.